All right, I am back out. This weekend is 4th of July weekend. So this week I am up in the Chippewa National Forest at a backcountry campground site that me and Ken scoped out last weekend and turned out to be a great spot for this weekend. It's a beautiful day out here. So we're going to spend today, tomorrow, and take off Monday from this place. And we're out here with a couple other people. I'm with Ken and buddy Steve and his wife Corey are on the way. So should be a fun time for the four of us out here this weekend. This is a walk-in / cart-in campsite. I've already got a cart, so I'm opting to cart in. And it's a nice campsite right here on the lake, on Cass Lake. It should be a good weekend. So check back in once we get to camp. Imagine if it was the opposite. You know what I mean? That would make the experience so much worse.
Yeah. But man, I gotta be honest with you. When we pulled in here and we were walking to the site, I was like, God damn it! I said I wouldn't fucking camp in general population.
And
here I am, just a couple weeks later.
I actually kind of tempted. I was tempted to buy the Tensa stand when I was.
that?
It's
That can't be cheap.
not cheap. It's like $400.
Yeah. There we go.
Like it's fancy.
Before
noon or whatever. Like if we're doing that, like we got to get out of here.
Typically like to be home. Why am I losing the word for it? The stuff sack.
Yeah.
It was in the stuff sack condensed.
The silhouette of the northern moon. All right, we just ate dinner. Bacon cheddar burgers, beautiful. Kind of just sitting out here watching this loon right here. He's just been chilling out there all day. So we've got a little friend at our campsite all day. I'm hoping he stays all night.
He wants to cuddle now.
Yeah, right nice there. You heard the gunshot.
He's definitely closer.
This is a loon that has been sitting outside of our campsite all day. We've named him Larry the loon, and he's just been hanging out there all day. We're hoping he's going to be there all night and into the morning. But yeah, he's been keeping us company all day. Something to look at on the lake. It is morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. We're finally up after I caught a really good sunrise, and then I kind of went back to bed for a little bit. But all night, about every 2 hours, I was waking up having to reinflate my sleeping pad. It has a slow leak somewhere, and I can't find it. So we're about to dip it into the lake and see if we can find some bubbles. So I will check back in and show you if we do see anything. Wait, oh, right there. There he goes. All right, we found the culprit of the deflating pad, and after we dipped it in water and then blew it up all the way, we were able to find the hole. So now I'm just gonna deflate it, let it dry out, mark that hole, and then get some tenacious tape that I brought with me. And I always keep it in my emergency kit for situations like this, fixes out in the field. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully it'll hold air for the rest of tonight. Well, it's morning, and we just got done with breakfast, and our buddy Larry came back. There he is. He kind of left for the night last night. We heard a lot of loons last night during sleeping, and now he has shown back up in the morning. So our little Larry the loon is back. See if he stays around today too. back out on the lake. Steve and Corey went to go get some ice for their cooler. Ken was getting ready to come out on the lake, and I went back to the campsite, and I don't know where he went. So Ken's MIA. I'm thinking he's getting ready to come back out on the lake. Right now, I'm just kind of hanging out in this little spot that's right where our little loon was hanging out with us for the past couple days. He's not out here right now, but this has kind of been his spot where he hangs out. He was doing some loon calls last night, so that was nice to hear. Very northern Minnesota-like. But this lake, as you can see behind me, it is just super calm. Look at that. Get this out of here. Yeah, look at this lake. Just calm as can be. Just a gorgeous day out here. All right, it is like 10 o'clock at night. Still really light out here. I think last night we were in bed by about 11. So we'll see what happens tonight. Our neighbors aren't even back yet with their boat, so hopefully they don't come back after we go to bed, but pretty decent sunset out here. You can almost see like around the corner right there where the sun's setting. Too bad we can't see around the corner, but been a beautiful night out here. The bugs are just kind of starting to come out, so we threw on some bug spray, but we're about to go to bed here in a little bit anyway, so I will check back in the morning. This is why I don't camp at campgrounds where there's people. These dogs, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and have been barking for 2 hours. I've walked down to the campsite to tell these people to get their dogs. And there's nobody in these tents. There's 3 tents in that campsite. 2 of them are open, unzipped and open tents, nobody in there. Third one zipped up, nobody's in there. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't bring your dogs to a campgrounds if you're not going to be there all night with your dogs. These dogs have been tied up all freaking day while these people have been out. And now it's 3 o'clock in the morning and they're still gone. And their dogs have not stopped barking for hours. Insane. Not a very good morning, not a very good night. I'm up on the lake kayaking early in the morning because I slept zero last night, thanks to that campsite right there with their two dogs barking from about 1:30 in the morning, and it didn't stop until they got back around an hour ago. And so I just kayaked past their site, saw them out there, said, hey, did you guys know your dogs were barking all night? Oh no, sorry, we were gone all night, we just got back. So they left their dogs there all day tied up, all night tied up, and they weren't even there all day or night. And then they come back at 5 o'clock in the morning. When I went out there at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 maybe, all their tents were unzipped, wide open, food, everything all over the campsite and in the table, nothing put away. Those are the type of people right there that ruin it for everybody else and shouldn't be out here. Stay home, keep your dogs home, don't bring them out here. That is, nobody in this entire campground slept all night because of those guys right there. So I'm trying to relax, just get over it, go get past it, go for a nice relaxing canoe or kayak today. So at least I have this beautiful lake in the morning to kind of forget about it, I guess. Now that they're done barking, now that their owners are finally home. All right, we are starting to break down camp and pack things up a little bit, real slow. It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're in no rush at all whatsoever. But it was a great trip. Aside from the dogs last night, the little negativity of the dogs barking from 1 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the morning, it was great. Like I said, we're gonna slowly pack things up now and start heading on out of here. Catch me on that next one.